So I'm reading a second book right now as well, and it's called Rebel Talent. And I consider myself a little bit of a rebel when I do a personality thing. I come out as a rebel that, and it simply means I just don't always think traditionally or I might do things a little bit differently than is accustomed. But so the person I want to be right here is I have identified I am a rebel leader. And if you identify with what's coming below, then steal this. Steal, all coaches steal great things. So if you think this could be of value, steal it for the answers that you're going to put in your Google form. So set the goal and the direction. So my goal in being a rebel leader is to be a trusted and influential leader, someone that the people that I work with, the people that are in my circle, trust me, and they come to me for conversation. Some characteristics or habits that will support the identity as I grow towards that goal. That I'm authentic in real moments, the ones that just appear without any planning. That I'm authentic in those moments. A habit that will map into that being authentic is being vulnerable, being real, not having to be in control at all times. That I'm just authentic and real. And I will share my own personal experiences even when they expose me as imperfect. I can tell you a number of times and a number of conversations that I've had with coaches that I've tried to do that, going all the way back to when I was a first year coach on a freshman football level, leaving an athlete at an away game. So when we talk about coaches that make mistakes, and hey, I've made so many of them and I can tell you about them. So if you're feeling bad about something you've done, come talk to me and I'll make you feel better. Maintaining perspective is a characteristic. So a habit that I want to make be in a habit of asking myself questions and recognizing my emotions to avoid tunnel vision. So when emotion and a tough moment comes flying at us, I do have a tendency to get very narrow-minded. So I want to, in those moments, I want to have perspective. I want to have a growth of perspective. So some habits that I want to create. I will take 3 deep breaths in those moments of stress or conflict so that my mind can move away from the emotion. And Coach Ricker, you tell me exactly what's happening in my mind in this moment, but I know it calms me down and moves my mind away from my emotions to, I think, the frontal cortex. I'm going to get this all wrong, Coach Ricker, but to a different part of my brain where I can think rationally. So a couple deep breaths to let my body and my mind reestablish itself, calm itself down, and move away from the emotions of a tense moment. And now I can grow my perspective and think a little more critically and clear. I will ask myself questions. This specific question, okay, what can I learn from this moment? So that many of the times the things that have occurred, I can't change it right now. It's already done. So what can I learn from it and take with me in that moment? And then a third, I will ask others for their opinions to gather their perspective. So those are 3 things that I think I can gather perspective and maintain a greater perspective if I'm not reacting through emotions, if I am asking myself a targeted question, if I get in the habit of doing that, and then if I'm asking others their perspective, for their input, that I'm going to be able to maintain my perspective. And then stay curious is the third thing that I would like to do as a rebel leader, and have the habit of asking, I wonder. The I wonder question. I'll ask myself and others, I wonder what might be the best outcome from this. I wonder what could happen. I wonder what path we can take, and stay curious in life rather than being condemned by a circumstance that feels upon us. So those are things that, for me, that I would like to habits create in myself that will strengthen my identity as a rebel leader and help move me towards the goal of being a trusted and influential leader.